Hello everyone. In this presentation, I would like to share with you a first look at R+BLOCK. It's a new software quietly released by Robotists a few days ago. So it's available on Google Play, and you can just install it as usual. So you have it here. So this screen here is a screen capture from my tablet, Samsung Tablet A. So you can see how to install R+BLOCK. This is my PowerPoint slide, and this is the video camera showing a live picture of the little Play 700 bot here. So let's go through it. So you can download. There were 3 people or maybe more recently downloaded today. So the main interface, when you pull it up, I'm just going to do a quick view and then we'll go live through the interface and all that. So when you pull it up, let's say all okay. That's the Korean version of the CM50 in Korea. And then for us, we call it the Play 700 in the USA. So when you pull it up, it creates a start block for you. It has some basic block here. I'm assuming that eventually they have enhanced block to be more versatile. The move block consists of forward, backward, left, right, and stop. That's it. And the condition block, you have if, else if, but you can see it's hard-coded with sound clap conditions. Also, they give you a hard-coded if, else if also, but based on the IR sensor. You can use left, right, center, and right sensor too. So, and then the block or not block, we'll see that in a minute. For loops or repeat blocks, it has a counting loop and then a forever loop. No while loop or anything else like that. Okay, so as far as the time basic block, it's just you can allow it to wait so many seconds. So you notice no sound or anything yet. Okay. If you click on the more button, the 3 vertical icon there, I call the more button, maybe it's different. So it represents a pull-down menu, setting, workspace, and task. If you click on setting, you go in Bluetooth. Obviously, this is the one where you're going to set up the, you're going to pair your tablet to the real robot. E-manual actually doesn't work yet. If you go to e-manual, it actually goes to the R+Scratch web page right now. So you can do. They didn't have the time to do it yet. Version info, of course. See, it says 1.01 now, I believe. So if you click on workspace, and then you see save, load, clear, new, delete, basically to save the project, the workspace, they call the workspace. If you click on task, and then you can convert your block workspace into a task code, and you can download that task code down to the robot also. So we'll see that. This is an interesting feature here. So essentially, I can see the designer idea is, hey, why don't we teach them very basic maneuvers and logic in block, and then we can tell them to convert to task, and then you can go to task and then make it more detailed and sophisticated logic. Obviously, it's a one-way trip. Okay. So what else? Next is the floppy icon. The floppy icon is to save, of course. You can put in the type workspace name. The play button, obviously, it's going to start running the code. As you know, block, the code is really running on the tablet, and it sends all the command to the robot from the tablet. So you can see you're going to pair and try to connect and send the signal down. The plus button, of course, is to stop that. This is simple move code. So I'm going to start switching over to the tablet. Pull that one up. So I need to put a forever loop. Choose it. Move it and connect. Good. So I want to use the hand clap one time. I want it to go forward for 2 seconds. Okay, and then if I clap 2 times, I want to rotate left for 1 second, stop for about 2 seconds, and go right for 1 second. Essentially, that's a little game plan that I have. So move forward. Block programming, so if you use Scratch and Block, you're probably be familiar. Time, include that. That one for 2 seconds. I do not want 12, I want 2. There we go. And then, oh, my bad. I forgot. Put the condition. Unplanned for, but this, you can see how easy it is to add it and adding things. So if hand clap is 1 time, move forwards 2 seconds. Now I want else if 2 times, so I go in condition. If and else if. There we go, 2 times. And then I need to rotate left for 1 second. Move it up, get some room. Now I'm going to stop for 2 seconds. Okay. And then I'm going to turn right for 1 second. Okay. And that's about it. So you can click on type of work name. You call it whatever you want. See test 1. Click OK. All right. And now we're ready. So my robot is blinking. And let's see if this is gonna work out. First I need to pair. So I go to setting, my Bluetooth. Mine is a 5E. Yeah, it's still there, so I'm gonna scan it and see if we can pick it up. Oh, it picked up some other robot here. I want to choose that one. Okay, it took it. Let's see if we can run it. Oh, it's waiting. Oh, it took it. And it's running now. So I'm going to clap 1 time and then 2 times and see. Okay, so you can see that that piece of code was incorrectly, right? So it was on purpose here. I'm going to load up the correct one that I made before. So hard clap 1 second, else, do. And then the key idea here is by default, you always stop it. Okay? So that part wasn't in it. So I put it, the robot back. Download this one. Running. So now here we go. Yep, you can hear it. Here we go. the tape kind of stuck on there. It's a more of the wheel got stuck mechanically, but it stopped. Then the other way. And then one clap. Go forward. So here we go. So that went fine. And let's stop that. And let's go. The interesting part here is going to task, convert it. It will pull up R+m task. And then what you see is kind of nice. When you convert a task, it has a bunch of statements that had to fill in for you. So it's always clear the sound counter for you. And then this code here, just if it count on 1, you move forward and you wait for 2 seconds here. And then it cleared the sound counter for you to edit that stuff. Okay, and then if the sound counter is 2, it rotates left for 1 second. And then this is the interesting part. This part I didn't write into the workspace, or block workspace. With automatic, after you move a motion, they have a move, it turns the motor off for a second. See, this part here I didn't have. I tell it to stop for 2 seconds, which is down here. So this is my code that I had. So essentially it wound up stopping for 3 seconds instead of 2 seconds. That's what I wanted. So kind of interesting. And then remember, I rotate right for a second, which it does it here fine. And then once again, automatically it insert the code. So it will stop the robot for 1 second and clear the counter out. So this is interesting. So that's built into the conversion. And then I had to stop outside of the if-else structure, and it's here. So that part is okay. So that's interesting. Okay. So here though, but if you kind of download through here, it say can find a Bluetooth device. Why? Because the Bluetooth device is still bonded or paired to this one. So I'm going back here. Now you can go to this one, task, and download from inside R+BLOCK. And it's downloading. Wait for a while, and you can see it's downloaded, and you can immediately hear the robot turn itself off, just like when you use the standard task tool. So I need to turn it back on again. So right now though, the task program is running. So the task is on there. It no longer works with the tablet at all. So it should work. It should hear you. But it's running a task code now. Yeah, it got stuck because of my tape. I didn't clap loud enough. Here we go. So far what it is, we do it from inside block, and then we download to a task and we run through there. So that's kind of interesting. How about line follow obstacle avoider? That's an interesting one. It's more sophisticated code. And to save some time, I'm going to load it up. So the way the logic I was thinking of is I'm going to use embedded if-else structure and then parallel if also. So essentially there's a main forever loop. If the sensor IR is not blocked, that means it's clear. I want it to follow the black line. By doing that, I have parallel if. If the left IR sensor is blocked, that means the black line is on its left. It needs to rotate left to get back to the line. Vice versa, if the right sensor sees the black line, it did right, so it can go back into the line. If none of these things works, or didn't trigger, and by default you move forward anyway, so you're trying to follow the line. So that's the game plan. If somehow I block it in front of it, and then I want it to stop, and then write. I have some gen code there. You can just demonstrate how to clean it up. So that's where the code is. And if you have a similar logic in task, it would work. But let's see if we convert it to task. Yes, I want to close the old one. Let's see. You did the right one? Yeah. You see the IR center bigger than 20. And you can see here immediately there's a problem. I have brown paper and black line, so the IR center 20, maybe to detect something block or not block is okay. But the left is on the right, so that may not be too appropriate for my situation where I have brown paper and black electrical tape. So that's, it probably won't work at all. So you can see that once you go to task, you can tweak those values. Bigger problem is though, I tell it to rotate left, and it did that, and then it's always insert that stop the robot for 1 second, which I did not want in my logic, but it's still there. Same thing if I right, rotate right, but then it also add that section to stop the robot for 1 second. Move forward is okay. It didn't add any stop motion after that. So kind of interesting how the logic, how they convert it to a task program. And if it's blocked here, I want to stop, and it stopped for 1 second, and I wanted to rotate right for 1 second, which it did in here. And then it also stop again for 1 second. And so that's where it goes. So converting to task is you have to tweak the code in order to really work your logic. Also, if we go back, this logic may look reasonable to do something like a line follow obstacle avoider, but actually it won't be able to work out in R+BLOCK.